little quick video for a hamstring activation, so if we want to get more connection to the back of the leg in a very isometric holding way. So lie yourself on your back, have a squashy ball, a pillow, a block, a cushion, whatever you feel. Stand it under one foot and then press down into the cushion, the ball, until you feel an activation in the back of the leg. It doesn't have to be a very strong push, but to feel that back of the leg activate and then release. Really important that the pelvis is sitting very neutral, so it's not twisting or arching, that you feel your back ribs are on the mat, the shoulder blades are level, and then we exhale and press the foot down into the cushion, the ball, the block. And we just want to feel the activation of the back of the leg, and you might want to hold that connection for maybe 3 seconds and then release. If you push too hard, the pelvis starts to move or twist, or you might feel some pressure in the back instead of the leg. So it's really important the pressure is very slow and gradual as it connects into the ball. And we're trying to really feel, not that the ball is being pulled into us, but more that we're pushing it down. Okay, so especially if you have a ball, there sometimes is a temptation to want to pull it in. So we're going to activate, push down. And I would probably suggest about 10 of these. So you feel the activation, 3, 2, 1, and then return, okay? And then we can do it on the other side, of course. So make sure you do both sides equally, the same amount. And what I want you to notice is how each leg is meeting the ball. Do you feel the activation right away? Is it lighter? Is it duller? Is it stronger? Okay, can we ease back if it maybe feels like it's too strong? Can we soften it if it feels like we need to? Or can we press just that little bit more if we don't quite feel it firing right? Okay, also make sure if it's not firing correctly that we're not twisting the pelvis too much. Okay, so I'm very aware just doing this that this left side is not firing as well. I'm also going to suggest that you have the leg straight. Now when the leg goes down straight, we're going to be more inclined to tip the pelvis. So it's really, really important we stay connected to this bent leg. And then I want to see how that feels to press down the ball with a straight leg. That can still be your cushion, your block. Could be slightly higher up. You can play with this. The other thing that we have to consider is the back of the knee. So are you pressing from the back of the knee, or are you really pressing from the upper leg? Okay, so you really have to feel your leg bone pressing down the foot as opposed to the back of the knee. And I would suggest that you do kind of the same amount on that side, see how you feel. If it doesn't feel that you can do that long leg one effectively, or your pelvis doesn't stay stable, just stay to the bent leg one for now. And then we're going to come up and stand, and you can just use a wall or a door, something flat. And I'm going to put the foot back in that position against the wall, okay? So thighs relatively straight and neutral. I don't want to be pushing with a bit of hip flexion. I want to be really long and lengthened. Now, just as a note, if you are very tight in your hips and tight in your quads, then you might need to do a bit of hip release in the front, and you might need to do a bit of roller release down the front of the thighs. So make sure you do that first, otherwise you're not going to get as much of an activation. You might want to hold a chair in front of you here, and then I'm just going to put the foot against the wall, making sure I'm not too close to it, but I'm not too far away either. I'm going to tilt the pelvis up a little bit, and this is going to challenge our standing leg as well. So I'm just going to apply that same kind of pressure I felt with the ball, and hold that for 3, 2, 1, and then either release and put your foot down. So if you've got a chair there, that might help stop you from wobbling side to side while you're doing it, make you feel really strong and lengthened on your standing leg. So again, we're looking for about 10 of these, okay? Holding for 3 counts, 2, 1. Now the progression of that, if you get there, is to hinge a little bit, have our leg more in that position. So kind of a stork stance position with the front leg slightly bent and then the back leg bent, and again, we're pushing in. So it's hard to see here, but now I'm going to be shifted forward a little bit.
More important for core to be nice and active here, and then pushing back, 3, 2, 1. Now that's really going to also activate our standing leg, much stronger here. Really, really effective. We have to make sure we're not twisting and pulling our hips around, that our hips are really level. This is why I find it helpful to hold on. Obviously you can still hold on to your chair. And even just that pressure back is really activating my standing leg. So really super helpful, those little isometric contractions for the hamstrings, so that we can go into stuff like the long leg bridge, our lunges, our squats more effectively, and support the joints around the knees. Thank you.